Well, after a very disappointing opening to the Gold Cup, poor performance against Mexico, we now take on Guadeloupe and Barbados. We have to pick ourselves up. We have to get back to winning ways if we're to make it to the knockout rounds. Let's see if we can do it. Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here, International Manager of Mystery, managing obscure nations so you don't have to. And it's episode 23 of our experimental run with the Cayman Islands. We've taken 10 of the top clubs in the world for producing youth talent, transferred them to the Cayman Islands. We're using their regen talent to try and make Cayman Islands a force to be reckoned with. And, well, if we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, we've got to be able to beat a team like Guadeloupe and a team like Barbados. You'll see Barbados played in the early kickoff and they suffered. Mexico pushing 7 goals past them, which makes our 2-0 seem on reflection not that bad. Now, I've had a look at the Guadeloupe team. I'll let you have a look as well. In previous versions of Football Manager, when I've done international saves, Guadeloupe have always been a bit of a difficult team to gauge because often you'll find they've got players from the French league in there, players with a value of a few £1 million, some ringers in the team who, can cause you a bit of a nasty surprise. On this occasion, though, there's no one like that. You'll see all of these players here, nearly all of them anyway, are from the Guadeloupean League. We've just got one player here from Dunkirk, French nationality. So I don't think we've got a huge amount to worry about, but I don't want to transfer that complacency to the players. We've shook things up after that disappointing defeat to Mexico. Obviously, Woodroach is suspended, so Wilson comes in for him. We brought in Ebanks-Rivers at right back. We've put Coleman into the attacking midfielder role. We've brought in Fagan out on the left. Skeet, I've released him from the deep line playmaker role. We've given that to Kyle Martin. We've put Skeet in more of an attacking role. Let's see if he can flourish a bit more there. And we've put on Connolly up front. James Rigg dropped after essentially being dropped in the previous game because he didn't do anything. Ooh, they're lining up with 5 across the middle of the park, trying to form an impenetrable wall, an unbreakable bond. Coleman and Skeet will be looking for those guys to blast through that line. Anyway, we've got to tell the team that, I want them to do well. I want them to do better than last time out. Do I have that option to say that? Yes, I do. I want a much better performance from you. And we're off. We've got to beat Guadeloupe. And I'd like to put a few past them as well. Let's, get a nice bit of goal difference up as well. Anyway, we've got the chance here. Ebanks-Rivers. Oh, he nearly lost it. He did fight for it back. Anyway, Solomon brings the ball inside now. What's he going to do here? Knocks it out to the overlapping Ebanks-Rivers. Ebanks-Rivers to Fagan. Fagan. Beautiful follow-up. His initial header was saved. And then from the most impossible of angles, a Van Basten-esque volley or half volley into the net. The ball didn't even touch the back of the net. It just bounced over the line. Look at that. Ooh, I think there's a question mark on whether the keeper was already behind the line when he punched that first header away, but Fagan justifies his place in the team. Well done, son. Okay, we've won the ball there. Guadeloupe giving it away from the throw-in. Fagan again cuts, he's unchallenged all the way to the edge of the box, lays it off for Solomon. Solomon doesn't miss those. He just curls it past the keeper. 15 minutes on the clock and we're 2-0 up. We shouldn't get complacent here, though, because remember, in our warm-up games, this happened against Saudi Arabia. We were 2-0 up, and we somehow conspired to draw that match, but it's a fantastic start. We look a completely different team to what we did against Mexico. Anyone would think we were playing a much worse opponent on this occasion, but we'll take it. You can only play the teams in front of you. Here come Guadeloupe, but they lose the ball. Connolly dropping deep to pick that one up. Out to Fagan again. Fagan, he's a revelation here. He's been fantastic, and he sets it up for Neville Coleman. 3 goals, 1 scored by Fagan, 2 set up by Fagan. Fagan, the man, he's done it again. The little Barcelona winger, who did good. Look, just turns there, puts it onto his weaker right foot, straight onto Coleman's head. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. We love you, Fagan. Okay, Skeet now trying to redeem himself. Skeet, I noticed, picked up a yellow, which means he's going to be suspended for the Barbados game. He's going to relax a bit while we sweat in the heat of the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Well, maybe. Is Skeet starting to fall out of favour here? I do wonder. Anyway, another Guadeloupe attack breaks down. We're quickly onto the counter with Solomon. Zeus beats his man, whips off a shot, just unleashes, but didn't have the control. Anyway, the goalkeeper gives the ball away yet again, and it's Fagan once more. Is he going to add a fourth? Oh, yes, he is. Fagan turning in a performance for the ages here. That is fantastic stuff from him. Look at that. Connolly lays it off nicely to Coleman. It's Skeet who we normally see spraying the passes around like that, but not today. It doesn't matter who gets the assists or the goals, really, but Fagan has been at the heart of every goal so far today. Fantastic. He's even got a yellow card. He's doing it all. Okay, Guadeloupe throw in. We're going to win this. Of course we are. Fagan gets it. Fagan brings it inside. Knocks it back to Martin. Martin, ooh, I don't think people were expecting him to do that. Martin with an absolute peach of an assist to set up Ron Connolly for his first ever goal for the Cayman Islands. I mean, look at this. Fagan knocks it back to Martin. Martin, you think he's going to play that to the central defender, but he just turns on a penny, plays it right over the top of the defence. Connolly knew exactly what he was going to do. I think there were the only two players on the pitch who knew what was going on there. We even get another replay of it. It's so damn good. There's no hint of offside there at all. Fantastic goal. 5-0. Guadeloupe, poor Guadeloupe, didn't even get a shot on target in that half. Whoa, they must be fearing playing Mexico. Should I say that, we could still lose if your performance level drops? No, I'm very happy with the way things are going, lads. Keep it up. Right corner here, early in the second half. Skeet gets it back. Oh, he's going to have a third pop, is he, at getting it into the box? No, he plays it to Coleman. Coleman to Fagan. Is Fagan going to get his hat-trick? Yes, he is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sometimes you make a call as a manager, and when it comes off this big, you've just got to give yourself a pat on the back. Well, predictably, since the sixth goal, it's been fairly quiet. Nothing much of note. We made a couple of substitutions. Guadeloupe have had a shot, unbelievably. But now, let's see, 20 minutes to play, just over 20 minutes. Can we add a seventh goal here? Cupid on as a substitute. Out to Whitelock, also on as a substitute. They add goal number 7. And straight from the kickoff, another highlight. Is Guadeloupe going to get a consolation here, or are we just going to punish them even more? Skeet to Coleman. Coleman knocks it out wide to Cupid. Cupid, who's set up that last goal beautifully. Out to Fagan. Is Fagan going to get himself another assist? No! He's going to get himself another goal. The most unlikely of goals. His 4th goal of the game. That was absolutely bizarre. So, Fagan just cuts inside. I guess a gust of wind, something like that. 8-0. Fagan dominates. 4 goals and 2 assists. That gets him a 9.9 rating. I say round that up to a 10. A day of goals in Group D. 15 goals in total between ourselves and Mexico puts us in a fantastic position for the match coming up right now against Barbados. So here we are then. It's the final match day. We take on Barbados. It's a winner-takes-all kind of scenario, despite that terrible result for Barbados in their previous game. The fact remains, I'll just bring this up one group at a time, just so you can see it clearly. The fact remains, they got a point on the board in the first game against Guadeloupe, so if they somehow beat us today, they leapfrog us into second in the group. We need a point to guarantee progression, a win to progress in a bit of style. We will face the teams from Group C, and as you can see there, quite the finish to Group C. They just racked up yesterday. 3 teams finishing on 6 points. Trinidad and Tobago, who were 3rd going into that final set of matches, getting top spot. So they would be our likely opponents if we go through today in the quarterfinal. Canada likely to face Mexico. So Woodroach comes back in, partnering Wilson in the centre of defence. Rowe comes back in after being rested for the Guadeloupe game. Lindo Wilson comes in as well with Skeet suspended. Fagan, of course, keeps his place, as does Connolly. There's no way I'm dropping either of those two after their heroics in that game. Fagan has been mentioned in the media as an early contender for the Gold Cup MVP, which, it just took one match for that to happen. Anyway, Barbados playing with a 4-4-1-1. Box Hill up front. We'll be looking to box him in and out of the game. We are, of course, telling them pick up from where you left off last time out. And teams are lined up. We're ready to kick off. Let's see if we can get that point we need to reach the quarters. Early chance here. The corner swung in. It's a penalty. Bit of pushing and shoving in the box. Skeet would normally take these. Who's going to take it today? It's Carson Solomon. Confidently puts it away. That's just what we needed at this stage. 1-0 up. Fagan's picked up a booking, which means he will be out of the quarterfinal if we make it there. And I say if, because Barbados have just equalised. Again, we're weak to those deep crosses from that kind of position, that kind of set play. Barbados are back in it. Just two shots for each team so far. 2 shots in total, 1 apiece, and we've got goals apiece. I was expecting a hot afternoon in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, but it turns out a bit of unseasonal rain. I'm not sure how often it rains on the 4th of July in Dallas. Maybe some of our American viewers can enlighten me on that. Anyway, we're looking to restore our lead here. Connolly wins the ball, gets the cross in, and, dearie me, was that Fagan or was that Warner? It was indeed Jaden Warner. Under pressure from Fagan, turns the ball into his own net. So 16 minutes in, we restore our lead. Great play from Connolly. That's a good thing about having a striker who can also play as a winger, that he can get those crosses in when he's pulled out wide. We're back on track. Throw in for us. Let's see if we can do something here. Coleman turns the ball in to Carson Solomon. He's having the big performance today. He puts us 3-1 up as we hear that Mexico have gone 2-0 up against Guadeloupe. It's going to be another day of high scoring in Group D, it would seem. Beautiful touch from Solomon there. Fantastic play. We're 3-1 up. 4 goals in the game when there's only been 3 shots in total. Unbelievable. And a chance to add another one before half-time. Are we going to do it? Oh, it's that man again, Fagan. 5th goal of the tournament. And we are well on our way. Right, just when we're expecting a half-time whistle, it seems like we're going to get one more highlight out of this half. And it's going to be a chance for Barbados, I think, looking to pull one back to make things interesting in the second half. And wow, they do. Akil Samuel getting it in there beyond the stretch of Ribeiro. I'm not quite sure if Ribeiro got a touch on that or not, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I think he did, but he just touched it onto the underside of the bar. Right, this is the time when don't get complacent is justified. A couple of slip-ups and we could easily let Barbados back into this. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Right, both my central midfielders were looking complacent, Lindo Wilson and Jamal Rowe, so we brought on Kemar Douglas and Klein Moxham Elliott to calm things down a bit, and hopefully they'll get some focus back amongst the team. Now, let's see if that pays off here. Moxham Elliott knocks it out. Fagan with the header. Fagan with another goal. Beats the keeper at the post. Bit of a fumble, bit of a David De Gea-esque moment from the Barbadian goalkeeper there, but it doesn't matter. That puts us 5-2 up, and we are disappearing into the distance and on our way to a quarter-final showdown with Trinidad and Tobago, I think. There's no offside there. Come on, I don't know what you're doing. This guy was not interfering with play. Fagan knew where he was perfectly. 6th goal of the tournament. Right, and final substitution of the day. We'll give James Rigg a bit of a stretch out. Connolly got a goal against Guadeloupe, but nothing today, although he has played well. Of course, he set up one of the goals as well. Into the final 5 minutes now. And after 4 minutes of stoppage time, that a 5-2 win. That is 15 goals in a single episode today. Wow. Anyway, we qualify. We do what we couldn't do in the last Gold Cup. And we've got it in the bag. Deservedly so. Well done, guys. So that means Trinidad and Tobago await in the quarterfinal. Trinidad and Tobago await in the next episode. So there we go, confirmation of our opponents, Trinidad and Tobago, who are going to play at FedEx Field in just 3 days' time. If we have a look at the way the tree pans out, if we can get past Trinidad and Tobago, we'll face the winners of the USA-Curaçao game in the semi-final. Canada playing Mexico, Jamaica against Grenada. Who knows? We've never made it past the quarterfinals before. We've been here twice. We've never got further than the last 8. So, what do you think? Can we do it? Can we beat Trinidad and Tobago? Let me know down below in the comments. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer. I'll see you in the last 8.